what's up, everybody? Cappuccino here, back with that Family Fitness and Life podcast, and we got this training wheel podcast series going down where I'm sitting down speaking with some trainers trying to figure out, what got them into the mode of training, their life story, not about the whole I used to be fat thing and all that. So this week I got my girl Diva Richards in the studio with me.
What up, Cap?
This girl is a beast, like straight up beast mode all the time. And you've done a lot. You've done boxing,
powerlifting. I teach spinning. Played sports in high school.
Dance.
Yo, that's the crazy part. My degree is. I be forgetting about that. My degree is in dance. My degree is in dance from Temple University. TU. So it's not too much I haven't done and don't do. Musical theater, did all that.
So you've always been the athletic type, especially with the whole dancing thing. But what made you decide, I want to keep within the fitness mood? Like, what's your life story behind everything as far as staying fit?
You know what's funny? I think for fitness, for me, I just listen to what the universe told me to do. My mother, and I kind of always forget, but my mother was a collegiate athlete.
Oh, wow.
So she did, she used to love to tell me this story too. She did all the field events, shot put, discus, javelin, she did all that. So growing up, she would take us down up to the Platte, make us run up and down that hill.
At what age?
Oh, we were like 6.
Wow.
Yeah, she was, yo, Mom, what's up? You a straight J. All right. So, yeah, she was like 6, man. And she would, take us up, and we would run up and down the hill. We would play catch with the softballs because she played softball. So
she kept y'all active.
I was always active. And I remember, you were jumping
my child is around here, too.
It's
sorry,
cool.
y'all.
Yo, it's what it is.
It's life. It's
this
reality.
Real life. What's up, little cat? All right. That's my girl. She come to boot camps, too. Little cat.
Exactly.
Yeah, boot
just like you say, your mom was training you at 6.
Yeah.
This one here is always at the gym with me trying to do stuff.
And that's how you started. So my mother was in the gym. She used to lift weights, and that kind of, for me, just watching her do that was, I have to say, that was my initial bug.
Oh wow, okay.
That was my initial bug. I guess secretly you always want to be like your parents.
And I was about to say that, just kind of the idea of being like mom.
Yeah, and I always thought she was so strong and just so awesome, and she was a single mom with 6 kids. So watch her still find time for herself, I thought was amazing. And now looking back in retrospect, I don't know how she did it.
Oh wow, but she did it. Is she still active today?
She is still active. She's not in the gym now. I mean, my mother's almost 70 now. Now she just walks mostly, but just still, she's always like, I gotta go for my walk, or she'll say to me, can you tell me how to get rid of this? Because you know what they say. And my mom still got arms, her guns are still huge, and she doesn't even do anything. So I just think that's her just living that fitness lifestyle for so long, and that was my initial bug. But I got into it because I was in college, was looking for a job, and I used to be a lifeguard, right?
Oh my God.
I know. I just
what have you not done?
That's what I'm saying. I've always done so many things. So I was a lifeguard, and I was working at the YMCA, and they had this gym, and they were teaching these aerobics classes, and I kind of was peeking in, and I was like, what are you doing in there?
That old school aerobic style?
Yo, old school, in the basketball court, So in the basketball court, and I'm looking, I was like, that's whack. I was like, I could do better. So I went into the lady. I was like, can I want to do that. She was like, do what? I was like, what you doing? I want to do that. Come in next week. You can do the first 5 minutes. And so every week, we did this for a month or two. And every week I would come in and teach a little more and learn a little more. By the end of the summer, I had my own class.
Nice.
It's 50 people in there. I mean, the basketball court used to be crazy. North Philly Y. If you know anything about the North Philly Y, you know what I'm talking about in that basketball court. So, and it just grew from there. And then after that, I was like, I want to train. And she was like, all right. And the YMCA had their own system of certifications and stuff. So I went in and I was like, yo, I want to train. She was like, well, you have to study our book, take our test.
Okay.
And it was basic, teaching you what exercise to do front and back. And I did that, and that was my first certification, YMCA of Philadelphia.
So what got you into the whole lifting and boxing, though?
You know why I started? All right, crazy story. Because I'll just tell someone that. I was like, I always got stories, crazy stories. So I started boxing. I've always been athletic. Obviously, I grew up in North Philly, so yeah, it was rough, and I could always fight, but
you want that discipline behind it.
Yeah, I wanted to learn how to box, and I went to a boxing match one night. I went to see Jackie Frazier fight. I remember watching it, and I was like, normal diva shit. I can do that. So I'm like, I can do that.
So basically, you always challenge yourself to do something.
Yeah, like if I see something that I think is interesting, I'm like, I could do that. So it was a Front Street Gym. Shout out to Front Street Gym where I'll be in. Coach David Bay was good. All right. So Front Street Gym, I used to live around the corner from there.
Okay.
So I walked in there one day and I was just being diva. Yo, y'all got anybody who can teach me how to box? And and the funny thing is a lot of male coaches don't work with women.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't realize that. And this was probably 10 years ago. And, and they were like, oh, it's a guy here who works with the girls. And I was like, all right. Started training with him. And then from there, it just like skyrocketed. And I was like, I like this. This is great. And I'm going to teach the women of the world to box because every woman should know how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Throw a punch and take a punch.
And the funny thing is, I actually have my little girl enrolled in like some boxing classes. Like every Sunday she's in there because I look at it as discipline and learning how to defend yourself in a decent way.
And it's confidence.
And she's 6, yeah.
It's confidence. It does wonders for your confidence. It really does. And like I said, it's not like I was ever like a scared person but just knowing that I started to master. I feel like I never boxing. I mean, I could be fighting the rest of my life and never master it. But starting to really work on and master life. But learning that I could like you said, the challenge and master it was awesome. And I love when I get to teach women boxing because I never realized how many women never threw a punch. And I know as girls are like, when I was growing up, I was fighting. I'm like, no,
it's a different way of fighting.
Throw a real punch, and really get hit and not be afraid and be aware of body awareness and balance and coordination, all those things coming into play. So boxing was amazing for me, man.
Look, I would definitely say that I look to Diva as being this strong individual because it's like you're full of empowerment. To see her out there when she is training folks, she gets all the way into it. I mean, you stop and start dancing in the middle of your damn training.
Yo, man.
Like she has a lot of fun when she does this. And when I look at her, I'm just like, this is a strong chick, and she's always there to help somebody else out, to teach them, the correct body moves. And I'm like, I want to find out what the story is, and to know that it came from it being instilled from your mom. That's pretty damn dope.
It is. And it's funny, it's now that I'm older, at least once a week I hit my mom up and I'm like, thank you. And she be like, what? I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. Like I do it more now because I'm older and I'm aware. I'm like, yo, thank you so much. Like, you have no idea. Like, I would not be doing any of the things I do if I did not watch you at the community center. See, R.W. Brown. I'm about to really throw it back. R.W. Brown Community Center. If I did not watch you walk in and out that gym day in and day out, despite everything we were going through as a family and how hard it was and being hungry and all this other stuff, day in and day out, if I did not see that, I don't know.
I love it. And the fact that she had y'all out running up and down hills of 6.
Yo, she's a G. I tell her, like, Mom, you a G. She's like, you leave me alone. You a G, Mom. You made me run up and down that hill. I was only 6.
Look, I don't even like running now, but I kind of wish that my parents would have forced me to do stuff like that.
But what you do now is dope. And, like, I love when, like, you come to my classes and, we follow each other and you take little, I love calling her little cat. You take little cat to, like, things like boxing and you know, like, this is how you start. Whether she's accepting it right now or not, like, trust me when I tell you, it's like instilling in her brain. She's absorbing it, and I have that body confidence. You know what I mean? And even now, like, I really try to get females to understand, like, yo, it's your body, embrace it. It's not about being skinny. It's about being healthy and fit and comfortable in your skin, man. And because if you got that, all that, like, radiates out, all that confidence radiates out, and then we don't have to worry about our little girls getting caught up in a whole bunch of nonsense because they know who they are. You know what I mean?
Empowerment, I'm telling y'all.
Yo, I know, I'm about to start preaching up in here. That is huge. That is so huge. And fitness for me, again, me and my mom, we talk so much different now because my mother's actually a preacher. That's another story. But fitness for me has become like that's my gospel. So when I'm talking to people, I'm like, no, this is life.
Feel it in your soul.
It's deep. It's
deep. The church with
this is life. So, I love to, like, really, when I can get people to embrace that in any capacity, I'm excited. I'm like stoked. We had a lady at boot camp, an older lady. She couldn't run. She could barely lunge. And I'm just saying that to say, she kept looking at it like, but she wanted to be there.
I was gonna say it's the fact that she's there.
She wanted to be there, and I said it. I was like, yo, I said, when they're doing this, you're doing this. I want you to be there. You know what I mean? I want you to be there. So she was like, thank you. And she's like, I'm gonna be back next week. Good, that's sis. Right. Come back next week. She walked up the hill. Everybody else was sprinting up and down this hill. She walked up, walked down. Like, she did her workout.
But it's the fact that she's there. And that alone is encouraging enough.
It is. I was like, it's your workout. You ain't here to impress nobody. So if by the end of the summer we get you up and down this hill 2 times, that's great. Like, we winning. You know?
I love it. I love it.
That's what I like. That's what I like. And that's the message I think overall I constantly try to relay to not. I definitely target women because I want them to be confident and aware and strong and healthy and take care of themselves. But just fitness to the community in general, like, yo, y'all gotta step your game up.
You gotta do better, yeah.
We do, because we don't take care of ourselves. You know, minorities get sick the easiest. We don't eat the greatest. Some of it is resources, but a lot of it is just knowledge. They don't know.
Yeah.
So if I can tell you, you know, that you got options, Diva. We ain't got a lot of money. I understand that.
But still, I didn't have a lot of. You got to walk. Like I said, your mama had you run up and down hills.
Walking
is
free.
It's free.
Yo, I got a whole YouTube video about that, about how fitness is free. And even if you said to me, I don't have a dime, I can't afford training, I can't afford class, I would say to you, walking don't cost you 1 cent, push-ups are free, squats are free, sit-ups are free. What's your excuse?
Yo, y'all, my girl Diva Richards, I'm going to post all her information, Family Fitness and Life, that podcast. Thank you guys so much for this week.
No doubt.